All right, so it had to be said, and I'm feeling really, down from the past few days because of the pathetic performance that Real Madrid have put up against Paris in the Parc des Princes. And unless and until I don't get it out of my system, it's still gonna be like, um, not gonna be able to concentrate on many stuff. So first of all, what the hell was Carlo thinking? Okay, from the moment I could see that Real Madrid have set into a 4-5-1, I was shocked. In the second or third minute, I think I could properly see because like, I think in the first few minutes we had the ball and the game was 50-50 kind of balanced, like for first 1.5 or 2 minutes. And then when PSG took control over the game, like fourth minute or something like that, like they started taking control over the game, I could see we were defending in a 4-5-1. And I have literally never seen that, and it was something new. 4-5-1 was used by Zinedine Zidane when we were really struggling, back in 2019, I think, in the game against in the game when James Rodriguez scored a late winner in La Liga. I don't know against which team, but Karim Benzema had scored a header, and James' late winner. We won that game 4-1. I could see we were defending in a 4-5-1. And that was a time when our defense wasn't good at all. So it was like lacking confidence, and it was lacking confidence. It was making really silly mistakes. I can remember Ramos like misplacing a pass, and then that led to a goal. And even Courtois wasn't in really good form that time, like he is right now. And our left back Marcelo, like we were still like having that transition, like who not transition. We were still into that, making a decision who was a main left back, Marcelo or Ferdinand Mendy. I think we had bought him that time. Yeah, Ferdinand Mendy. So I could see it because the defense was very vulnerable. So like, um, that's why we were playing in a 4-5-1 while we were defending, and we were mostly playing. I think maybe a 4-4-2 as James as a 10, and we were playing the diamond while we were attacking. So that was the mentality when, mm, back in 2019 we were like bang, like we were like we weren't in that rhythm, like we had to get in that rhythm. We had to gain some confidence at that time. And yeah, I could see that like deja vu, like that deja vu was the first thing I thought when I saw Carlo playing, and Carlos Real Madrid playing a 4-5-1 in the fourth minute. I was like, what the hell are we doing? Like, is this like a defensive or something like that? Or are we like have we like totally given up on our midfield? Like the confidence, the balance, the the thought of controlling the game. I didn't think it was there. So that was like the first hint. Like I thought like maybe this is something different, And as the game progressed, yeah, as the game progressed, I could see that Kylian Mbappe, I think in the sixth or seventh minute, he was like just dodged past Danny Carvajal with this. I think he did a fake shot over there. He tumbled him over, and he got into the box. Tried to put the cross in, but I think it was like put over the. It was put in the stands by. It was kicked in the stands, to be precise. It was kicked in the stands by Angel Di Maria, and that was the thing. I was like, there isn't like that kind of mentality we've come through over here, and that's the thing. The UEFA really like they canceled the away goal rule. So yeah, so I think maybe Carlo Ancelotti just thought maybe just like go over there at Parc des Princes and just like maybe be defensive, try to hit on the counter. and that didn't really work. Like shambolic. I was so embarrassed to see that we couldn't even get a shot on target, and we had a shot on goal. I think after, like, when we were getting putting together two or three passes, and we finally got into Paris's box when during the, I think, 41st or 42nd minute, like they started being a little more defensive, conservative, and we got a shot on goal, not even on target. So yeah, I mean, the game, like final 5 or 6 minutes, I really hope, like, we could I really hope we could get a goal in that, because we got one two set pieces, one two fouls which were won by Vinicius, and I thought Tony Kroos, and I could see Marco Asensio also coming to, like, take the free kick. It was like around, I don't know, 20, 30, 31 meters away from goal. But yeah, that sums it up. Asensio took it, just it couldn't even it wasn't even a good one. And in these moments when your team is really not performing well, I feel like every single opportunity you get, you should turn into a goal, or else like it's in vain. And yeah, I mean, most disappointing for me was Marco Asensio. I wrote in my analysis, like, Asensio tracks back, and like, I could see that he was really improving against the two or three games which we scored again. I think he scored against Granada. Yeah, wow, we won 1-0. And I also saw him, like, defending against Villarreal, tracking back, running back fast, and starting to give him a little more credit. But no, uh, no, that didn't work. Uh, yeah, I mean, like, Asensio. I mean, there were really good chances on the counter, and he just broke the counter, which is with his misplaced passes. Like, there was one with Benzema where Benzema passed it to him, and then he just misplaced it, and he just gave away the ball so many times. And I don't know what was happening in that game. And even Tony Kroos was, we could, like, see a guy like Tony Kroos, like, who never even misplaces one pass. His passing accuracy is like 93, 94% in every single La Liga game, and we could see him not delivering the proper corners, not not like, misplacing the passes, and even, like, not being that confident when he puts the diagonal towards Lucas Vasquez. Sorry, this time it was Carvajal, but Carvajal was so busy with Mbappe that we couldn't even, like, put the horizontal towards the right. So that's what Toni Kroos does most of the time. And you obviously know, like, you've played an awful game and your goalkeeper is the best player in the squad. So yeah, Courtois, I think he got a 8.5 out of 10 rating after the aftermatch, like, from, I think, Marca, or maybe Diario asked. But um, yeah, and Carvajal was obviously a 1. Mm. But the two things which we can take, like, the positives from this game are, I think, maybe one is, like, related to us, and the second one is just maybe kind of related to us. Okay. But I think the first thing is Eder Militao. Really, I could see that Militao was winning balls, and the one with Mbappe, I think Mbappe really, I think in the fifth or sixth minute, Mbappe really, Mbappe just, like, ran past him, and then the determination to get up. Militao had fallen down, and the determination to get up and win the ball again from Mbappe, that was like promising, I feel like. And Militao was really, really good with the blocks also, and with his tackles, and with his physicality. He wasn't even, and with his mentality, he wasn't really scared of, like, the atmosphere which the fans were, the crowd support. It was an away game. He was just, like, focused, concentrated on his own game. um Yeah, I could see that was a really positive. And even David Alaba also, like, I think when he was on the left hand side, sometimes when Vinicius pushed high a little bit, or Vinicius pushed high a little bit and Alaba had the ball. Yeah, I mean, he did misplace a ball. He just mistake towards the Vinicius, but I think Alaba was really crucial yesterday because most of the blocks and the tackles, I think one with Lionel Messi had the ball and Alaba just slid in Messi, or I think Mbappe, I think. Yeah, one of those had the ball and then Alaba just slid in and won the tackle, and that also prevented a goal. I feel like because on the right, I think maybe an attacker was free and then could have led to a goal. So yeah, and it was an appalling performance from the squad. I think there was just no confidence. They just came into the mentality which was portrayed by Ancelotti on this side was really really bullshit. Yeah, I can put it that like that way, but mm, so mostly the tactics were wrong, and I think maybe if Ancelotti had like decided like we were gonna come over here and we were gonna play for a 0-all draw, then there was no point in playing Karim Benzema, and could have been more defensive. Instead of a 4-3-3, could have just maybe uh played a three at the back. You never know. Played Nacho in the middle, overloaded the side where obviously he knew Mbappe and Messi were first of all gonna be really really threatening on the Mbappe on the left and Messi through the middle are gonna be really threatening. So he could have just like overloaded the right hand side with Nacho and Militao over there, and as of all, I could see like in my analysis, I actually posted that Lucas Vasquez will play instead of Carvajal. I knew Carvajal was gonna be fit for the game, but I preferred Lucas Vasquez instead of him because in the last 2 or 3 games, Carvajal really misplaced like many passes, which could have led to like clear cut goals if they weren't saved by Courtois. So I felt like Carvajal was just like getting into it, and Carvajal was like injured and not confident, and hadn't played a lot of games consistently like he did like before in like 2019-2020 season. So I felt like Vasquez should have started the game, but Ancelotti tried to be conservative, like with Mbappe on the right, so he put an experienced right back over there, but who got totally rattled by him. Uh, and yeah, so he could have played a three at the back if he wanted to be more conservative, but. And about the midfield, yeah, Luka Modric, really good game for him, defensively. Defensively, it was a pretty good game. We showed that we had that character. We were building onto the proper defense, and we also like observe from this game like that. The creativity we need in the attack, like the creativity, the aggressiveness, the passion, the intensity we need in the attack, we can see that. And even in the midfield, to be fair, we could see that. Yeah, we need that, and we need that through transfers. And I was reading through my tweets last year, and last year's tweets when we had lost like really bad to Chelsea, and this game also, it was giving me really bad vibes, like the Chelsea vibes, which we had lost. But I had said that we really needed those transfers to just little bit of spark in the attack, a little bit of spark in the midfield, but it wasn't possible this year. I think we did bid for Mbappe this year for 180 million. I think the plan was right to get an Mbappe to get that little bit of spark, and then build upon the attack this year a little bit, and then try to like rebuild the midfield again. So like basically, if we start getting goals, and then we also have a good defense, then we can also focus on the midfield, like try to play Fede, try to play Kamavinga over there. But but like that wasn't the bid wasn't accepted by PSG. So yeah, I mean, like I mean, I don't blame Carlo Ancelotti a lot. I just blame for his mentality and tactics before we went into this game. Should have been more aggressive. Should have been more, you know, should have been more, more. I mean, I feel like intense, not sleepy. I already said in my analysis like the tiredness was inevitable, and we could see that like there weren't legs in the midfield. They only Alaba and Militao were having a good game over there, and Courtois, of course, like the main one who saved the penalty, but and also Vinicius was pretty quiet. I expected more from him. I didn't expect a lot from Benzema because he was already injured, but expected more. Expected Carlo. Like I'll talk about Carlo in a little bit, but first I wanted to sum up the performance by the players. On the left, Ferland Mendy also was, I mean, misplacing a lot of passes. That was the main thing. They couldn't just put together two or three passes. If we put together two or three passes and just like try to keep possession, you get the confidence. You get the, even if you can't like get to the goal, you at least like try and like change the mentality of the other team. Like, yeah, they're trying to attack, they're trying to put together more passes, like, and force the opponent team to like go and be defensive a little bit, try to be defensive, not just like it was like Man City yesterday, like just having PSG were having all their hell of the possession, like 63, and I think 37 it was like in this 22nd minute of the game. And yeah, I mean, PSG also had a lot of shots, but not a lot hell of on target. But that was because we had a really good defensive game, and like I said, that was the positive of the game. And the second positive was like, the only second positive we have like is Kylian Mbappe might join us next summer, and then we could see that kind of creativity, the magic, the aggressiveness, the intensity, the the feeling that I have to perform at this level, I can perform. And even Kylian Mbappe with all these distractions, like from the press, like he's gonna go to Madrid, he's gonna go to Liverpool, I don't know where he's gonna go, but like the distractions from the press, even like you could see the man was like was on a mission, he was concentrated, he was just like in his own world. I had to deliver for this, I had to deliver at this night, this is my chance, this is what I always do. Even though like the people all around the world think Kylian Mbappe Kylian Mbappe for PSG comes after Messi, and then Messi, Neymar, and then Kylian Mbappe, but Kylian Mbappe just like Kylian Mbappe just like wanted to prove that he is the main man at PSG. And he is the main man, being Messi and Neymar always being silent. So that's the mindset which we had to come in this game, being like with a lot of concentration, and the concentration wasn't there. It was like the whole team was like scared and tried, like, I mean, the mentality was bogus, to be fair. The mentality, I mean, the coach is like I said again, the coach portrayed that kind of mentality. The players were just like, we have to we have to concentrate in defense, and just not pay attention in attack. And yeah, I mean, and yeah, coming to the coach, I mean, so many wrong decisions, and again, poor run of form, and still not able to break the. I mean, last three games we've just scored one in four, I think, in 4 games. So yeah, I mean, the lack of goals is properly, we can see that, we can observe that, but that's all I have to say. Bad substitutions, bad tactics. Didn't press Mbappe in the first minutes, and bad selection of lineup. That's and tiredness. That's it. these are the things that sums up our game, and if this is not countered, then in the second leg, then it's gonna be a bloodshed. Thank you.